Alabama woman missing after stopping to help a child on a highway. Alabama woman missing after stopping to help a child on a highway. Carlee Russell told a 911 dispatcher on Thursday night that there was a toddler walking along the side of an interstate, the police said. She has not been seen since. Give this article. Carlee Russell wearing a white shirt and earrings. Carlee Russell, 25, was last heard from on Thursday night while she was traveling south of Birmingham, Alabama. Via Hoover Police Department by Eduardo Medina. July 15, 2023. Updated 11:20 p. ET. A 25-year-old woman in Alabama was last heard from on Thursday night after telling a 911 dispatcher that she saw a toddler walking along the side of an interstate and would pull over to help, prompting a sprawling search for her as investigators raced to find clues about her disappearance. The woman, Carlee Russell, told the dispatcher about the child around 9:35 p. Called a family member to report the same details and then pulled over on I-459 South near mile marker 11 to check on the toddler, the Hoover Police Department said. The family member lost contact with Russell, but the line remained open, the police said. When officers arrived at the site in Hoover, a suburb of Birmingham, they found Russell's vehicle and some of her belongings nearby, but were unable to find her or a child in the area, the police said in a statement. The Hoover Police Department said it had not received any calls of someone missing a child. Talita Russell, the mother of Carlee Russell, said in an interview on Saturday night that her daughter, who is known as a kind-hearted soul and is always the life of the party, was having a busy and meaningful summer, working a part-time job at the Woodhouse Spa in Birmingham and taking nursing classes at Jefferson State Community College. On Saturday, she was flooded with tips about her daughter's possible whereabouts and was sharing them with the police. Each new buzz on her phone ushered a jolt of anxiety, Talita Russell said. We want everyone to do what they can to be relentless in searching for her, leaving no stones unturned and just getting the word out there, she said. Not just in Alabama or in Birmingham, but in every state. On Thursday night, Russell, who graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology from Auburn University at Montgomery, finished her shift at the spa around 8:20 p. Drove to a Mediterranean restaurant to pick up a chicken roll-up for her mother and was on her way home in Hoover when she noticed what appeared to be a small child on the side of an interstate, Talita Russell said. Russell first called the dispatcher who, according to Talita Russell, told her to stay with the child until the police arrived. Russell then called her brother's girlfriend, whose name was not shared. The girlfriend remained on the phone and listened as Russell got out of the car and called to the child, Talita Russell said. There was no response, but then the girlfriend heard a scream from the phone that appeared to come from It sounded like the phone was dropped, and then all the girlfriend could hear was background noise of vehicles rolling by on the highway, Talita Russell said. The girlfriend immediately told the family about what happened, prompting Talita Russell and her husband to use a phone feature that showed them They rushed to the spot on the interstate and saw their daughter's car, its driver's side door open and engine still running. Her hat and wig were on the ground beside the car and her phone was in a different nearby spot, Talita Russell said. Police officers were already at the scene. They used drones to search for Russell in the surrounding area that night as her family drove across other suburbs, looking for their daughter, who is 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs around 150 pounds and was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants and white Nike shoes. The mysterious disappearance has captured national attention in recent days, with police officers combing through dozens of tips and potential leads that could help lead to a breakthrough. Among the most puzzling details about the case is how no other driver on the heavily traversed interstate managed to spot a toddler walking on the side of the road that night, an image that would have surely prompted more 911 calls than just That is a little unusual, Chief Nicholas Derzis of the Hoover Police Department said in an interview on Saturday night. He added, The thing that we do know is that her car was on the interstate, and she was not when we got there, and that's what we're trying to figure out. There are some wooded areas near where Ms. Russell pulled over her car, but tracking dogs have combed those parts, and no consequential evidence has turned up, Chief Derzis said. The Hoover Police Department obtained traffic footage that appeared to show the exact moment that Ms. Russell flashed her back emergency taillights on the interstate, called 911 to report the child and pulled over her red Mercedes-Benz, Chief Derzis said, noting that the video was very grainy and investigators were working on clarifying it. Com reported on the footage on Saturday. From the time that she stopped to the time that the first officer hits the blue lights and gets to the scene, we do not see another vehicle pull over or anything like that, Chief Derzis said. An early tip about a gray vehicle with a man standing outside of Ms. Russell's vehicle was discounted after the footage review, the chief added. The Harpersville Police Department said Friday on Facebook that Ms. Russell had been in the town, about 30 miles east of Hoover, on Thursday handling some business. Toledo Russell said her daughter had been in Harpersville to speak with a judge about a minor traffic ticket that was ultimately dismissed. The department said that Ms. Russell was a smart, courteous and honoring young woman who had impressed others that day with her respect, poise, good attitude and her drive to become a nursing student and help others. Toledo Russell said she has spent her recent days praying that she wants to see her daughter's jubilant smile, her big eyes and the Bible scripture tattooed on her left shoulder. God is within her, it reads. Eduardo Medina is a reporter covering breaking news. More about Eduardo Medina. Alabama woman missing after stopping to help a child on a highway. Write it more in detail. ChatGPT. In a harrowing turn of events, Carlee Russell, a 25-year-old woman from Alabama, has gone missing after stopping to help a toddler she spotted walking along an interstate highway. The incident took place on Thursday night, prompting a frantic search and raising concerns about her well-being. Carlee Russell contacted a 911 dispatcher at approximately 9:35 p.m., informing them about the child she had encountered. She then reached out to a family member, relaying the same details, before pulling over on I-459 South near mile marker 11 to offer assistance. Unfortunately, contact with Carlee was abruptly lost during this time, although the line remained open. Upon arrival at the scene in Hoover, a suburb of Birmingham, authorities discovered Carlee Russell's vehicle and some of her belongings nearby. However, they were unable to locate her or the child she had spotted. Notably, the police have not received any reports of a missing child matching the description given by Carlee. Carlee's mother, Toledo Russell, described her daughter as a kind-hearted individual who always brings life to any gathering. She mentioned that Carlee had been busy with work at the Woodhouse Spa in Birmingham, as well as pursuing nursing classes at Jefferson State Community College. In the wake of her daughter's disappearance, Toledo has been flooded with tips and leads, which she promptly shares with the police. Each new notification on her phone brings a mix of hope and anxiety, as she appeals to people across the nation to assist in the search for her daughter. According to Toledo, Carlee had finished her shift at the spa around 8:20 p.m. on Thursday and was en route to her home in Hoover. Along the way, she noticed what appeared to be a small child on the side of the interstate. Carlee promptly contacted the 911 dispatcher, who advised her to stay with the child until the police arrived. She then called her brother's girlfriend, who remained on the line and listened as Carlee attempted to communicate with the child. Suddenly, a scream was heard over the phone, followed by the sound of the call being dropped and the background noise of passing vehicles on the highway. Upon hearing what had transpired, Carlee's family used a phone feature to track her location and rushed to the spot on the interstate. They discovered Carlee's car with the driver's side door open and the engine still running. Nearby, her hat, wig, and phone were found in separate locations. The police, who were already present, initiated a search operation using drones, while Carlee's family scoured the surrounding areas. Carlee Russell is described as approximately 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing around 150 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike shoes. The mysterious circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance have garnered national attention. Investigators are examining numerous tips and potential leads in their quest for a breakthrough. One perplexing aspect of the case is the absence of any reports from other drivers who may have witnessed a child walking along the road that night, which one would expect to prompt additional 911 calls. Chief Nicholas Derzis of the Hoover Police Department acknowledged the unusual nature of this detail and emphasized the need to understand what transpired between Carlee's car being on the interstate and her subsequent disappearance. While wooded areas near the location where Carlee stopped her car have been thoroughly searched by tracking dogs, no significant evidence has been discovered thus far. The police have obtained traffic footage capturing the moment Carlee activated her vehicle's emergency taillights, called 911, and pulled over her red Mercedes-Benz. However, the video quality is currently limited, and efforts are underway to enhance its clarity. As the search for Carlee Russell intensifies, her family remains hopeful for her safe return. Toledo Russell has spent countless hours praying for her daughter's well-being, eagerly anticipating the chance to see her radiant smile, her expressive eyes, and the scripture tattooed on her left shoulder, a reminder of strength and faith that reads, "God is within her, she will not fail." The disappearance of Carlee Russell serves as a chilling reminder of the uncertainties and dangers that can arise when offering help in unexpected situations. As the investigation continues, authorities and volunteers remain committed to unraveling the circumstances surrounding her disappearance and reuniting Carlee with her loved ones.